VC, how is everyone? Just a little bit of red wine today in a Grant Scotch glass, so yeah, figure it out. Cheers. If you've watched my last two videos, I've done some top 10s based on my DISCOGS value of CDs, and the last one, vinyl LPs, and the third and final one I'm doing in this series, if you want to call it a series, vinyl, of course, 45s. Now, 45 RPM. These do not include 12-inch 45 play. There's a few of them that could have cracked my top 10, but I've left them out because I just want to focus on the smaller ones, so to speak. So, top 10, counting back from 10 down to 1, to my 1 being my most valuable in Discogs, if these were deemed at current maximum value sales. So let's get straight into it. Hope you're enjoying the series. I've enjoyed it. Still wearing my Pink Floyd shirt just to continue it throughout the series. And first one, an Australian singer and group, I guess you'd call. Huge, powerful voice on stage. Short little guy, but massive, powerful voice. And it's Normie Rowe and the Playboys with, it might be a double A. So it's K Sarah Sarah. And on the other side, it's Shaking All Over. So both of those songs are absolute killer songs. Does it say the year here? This is, of course, in the 60s. Let's just have a quick look. No, I can't see a year there, but yeah, I just feel like I want to play this tonight. This is good party, 60s party, hard rock, Australian, not hard rock. Just makes you feel really good. I absolutely love it. So that's number 10. Number 9, there's a lot of picture sleeves here, is Elvis Old Shep. Now, everything I'm showing you, as far as I know, I'm pretty certain are all originals. This is an Australian press. And on RCA. Typically, they've got quite a few songs on there. They call it the new orthophonic high fidelity. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Anyway, that's Old Shep. Elvis, love Elvis. Elvis still, in my collection, has the most number of records, vinyl records, albums in my collection out of any other act. Okay, at number 8, would you be? I was surprised by this when I looked at here. Very surprised. I still don't know why. I mean, a copy of this sold for about $25, but if you took that out of the equation, the value's quite low, but nonetheless, that's how it's fallen in. And it's Cliff Richard, would you believe, with Angel. I'm not familiar because I have not played this. This was sort of thrown in a bunch where I picked up some Elvis, mainly, and this was included because I had a bunch of other stuff. And I looked it up and thought, oh, okay. Razzle Dazzle, we all know, so it's probably a copy of Bill Haley's Razzle Dazzle. If Bill was the original, I'm not sure. So, interesting. Very interesting to listen to that one. I'm not a huge Cliff Richard fan. The Shadows are fantastic, of course. Haven't played them for a long time, but nonetheless, that's how it fell. Number 7, I think, is this one. I don't have the cover anymore. Don't even know it's mine. It might be Vicky's, my wife's, but it's Nothing's Going to Stop Us Now by Starship. Starship, of course, we had that before, and then a year after or something or two, they had We Built This City. They were just massive radio hits worldwide. Hit number 1 everywhere, I'm sure. Well, they were definitely in Australia, I remember. And they certainly raked in the cash then. Big number 1 song, so Nothing's Going to Stop Us Now. I think, wasn't that on a movie soundtrack? I don't know. I was never a big movie buff. Okay, coming in at 2, 4, 5. Number 6. Oh, I've just noticed something interesting. Did you watch my top 10 CDs? This is some kind of similarity here. Anyway, number 6. Beatles for Sale. I guess they call it an EP. 45. Let's have a look at this. So yeah, they call it an EP. There's the tracks. And this is an Australian. And no gatefold for this one. And on the black and yellow. So there you go. Number 5. I wonder who this artist will be. Yes, the Beatles again. It's called Further Request. You'll see here they did a series of these requests. So here's one here. Let's just show you the back. I've still got the cover. And I know I've got a few Beatles fans there watching, hopefully, watching this one. If you can comment about these, I'll be pleased to hear your thoughts on these. What you know about when these came out before, which album releases. This one's got She Loves You, Wanna Hold Your Hand, Roll Over, Beethoven, Can't Buy Me Love, and of course, trying to find which year. I'll have to look on my Discogs. Just bear a second here. So this one's 1964. 1964. Okay, number 4. I wonder who. You got it. It's the Beatles again. It's the Hard Day's Night EP. Again, Australian pressing. It's got I Should Have Known Better, If I Fell on side 1. Side 2, Tell Me Why, and I Love Her. If you want to pause and read that, go ahead. And same label there. Just beautiful. I absolutely adore these picture sleeves. I think they're beautiful. If I see them come up for sale, which I haven't for a long time, for a good year around my area, or in Australia I should say, in terms of the places I normally look at, these picture sleeves for Elvis and Beatles and that, they're just fantastic. I'd love to get as many as I can. Number 3, the Beatles Help. The most valuable 45. And there's your tracks. And on that same label again. So just checking how we're tracking value wise. Actually guys, I've made a mistake. I've skipped one somewhere. That's my second highest. It doesn't matter, does it? And this one has sold up to $42. And it's a 1965 EP. So there you go. The one I missed, I don't know, number 8 or something like that, was, yes, you guessed it, the Beatles again, All My Lovin'. And some familiar songs there. Didn't I just show one? Let me check. Cut that bit out, Jules. So yeah, I've actually got 2 copies of this one. Exact same one. Everything looks pretty much identical. There you go, the same label. So that's there in my top 10. And my number 1. Let's get ready. I hope you guys are thinking of doing your own top 10s because I'd love to see them. Don't forget to put down your number 1 45 value. Not the 12-inch ones, but these 7-inch ones. Let's have a look. Let's pull it out. It's the Beatles. More requests. Here's the tracks. Australian press. And we'll just check the value here on our list for this one. This one is sold for $52.48 Aussie. It's an Australian 45. I don't have a year on it. Here we go. This is a later or post June 66 issue, as has Northern Songs as publisher on side B. New releases and reissues of the pre-June 66. Okay, so this is a post-June 66 by the looks of it. So there you go. But whatever. Just absolutely beautiful. Just want to go and hunt down some more of these just to add to the collection. There's plenty more to get, especially with Elvis. I mean, I've got a lot of Elvis there. Just didn't make not my top 10 there. I got a lot, but it's just wonderful to have. Anyway, there you go. Hope you enjoyed the series. Something interesting, something different. Yeah, like I said, I'd like to hear what's your most valuable ones you got in your collection. These ones I just showed you, I've paid anywhere for. I got them for free, 30 cents. I think the one I just showed you, the number one, was I paid about $7 because I knew there was some value there. But you know, it's pretty good return. Okay, guys, got to get going. It's getting close to Saturday night. Time to spin some records, turn it up loud, and have some fun. Cheers.